ultimate favorite products of the moment. Very innovative, very cool. I'm like living for this right now, and it's summer, you guys. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Natural hair texture, glowing skin, fresh, easy makeup. Oh, today I have 10 very exciting products to share with you for the summer, and I guarantee that you have not heard of some of these before. Some of these are very different. Some of these are very interesting. Before we get started, I just want to say a huge thanks to my friends at Credythink for sponsoring a part of today's video. Let's get into it. The first product I want to show you guys is the Centella Calming Daily Sunscreen. Now this is a chemical SPF. It's made for everyone. It has no white cast at all. You can see when I apply it on my face, there is no white cast at all. It's hydrating, but it has a matte finish. It's not so matte that it kind of sucks the hydration out of your face, but it's matte enough that you're not gonna look super greasy and shiny, which is the thing that I hate about most sunscreens, and it's almost the reason why I don't want to wear a sunscreen daily until I found this one. I really hate how plasticky and super shiny your face looks when you put a sunscreen on, right? This doesn't do that. Something else that I love about it is that it has gentle chemical SPF filters. So chemical SPF filters have this really bad reputation, right, of stinging around the eyes. And that's why a lot of people opt for physical sunscreens, but physical sunscreens also have a whole host of other issues. Mineral sunscreens or physical sunscreens almost always leave a white cast. They're super heavy, and it's not their fault, right? It's because they're mineral based. They sit on top of the skin and they look greasy and heavy and white, but you don't get the stinging. So I understand why a lot of people kind of need to go in that route. But this is kind of the best of both worlds because it doesn't have the issues that physical sunscreens have, but it's super gentle like a physical sunscreen. The filters that the sunscreen uses are really popular in the Korean beauty industry because they are gentle, they're really gentle, but they're effective. It wouldn't matter if they were gentle if they didn't work, right? These are gentle and they're effective. Korean beauty, like I don't even want to get into it, but Korean beauty has taken the world by storm. They are innovating beauty products in a way that I've never seen. This is such an amazing sunscreen for such an amazing price. So the next product I want to talk about is this one, Earth Derm and Lanbelle Ultra Lifting EGF Ampule. This is made to improve skin elasticity, deep wrinkles and fine lines, sagging, hyperpigmentation, all of the things that we struggle with as we get older. This has a really high concentration of EGF and FGF. So EGF is epidermal growth factor. It's an activator related to cell growth and regeneration in the epidermis. And FGF is fibroblast growth factor, which is an activator related to cell growth and regeneration in the dermis layer underneath. You're probably wondering, why is this in your summer video? Well, it's in my summer video because it's perfect for the summer, right? The product absorbs really quickly and easily into the skin. It doesn't have any type of like weighted or sticky feeling because you're layering with sunscreen, right? So you kind of want those products to do all the things you want them to do to help with aging, but you want to be able to layer them so that when you're in humidity and heat and you're sweating, you're not so overly shiny and slick and dewy. Something else that I need to tell you guys about this before we move on is that this has cica extract instead of water. So cica is short for Centella asiatica, and it's a plant native to the wetlands of Asia that's been used in traditional Chinese medicine for centuries, okay? In recent years, this plant has become really popular in skincare, especially in the K-beauty products, because it has that soothing and healing property that's perfect for sensitive and very reactive skin. So if you get both of these, what you're gonna do is you're gonna wash your face and then you're going to apply this, let it absorb into the skin. It's got that beautiful watery complexion, so it will just take a minute, and then you're gonna apply your sunscreen last, okay? Sunscreen goes before makeup, after skincare. Product three. Okay, this is the Advanced Retinol Pro Serum 0.5. I've been talking a lot about tretinoin and retinol on the channel recently, and I've gotten a lot of comments and a lot of questions about it, a lot. But in case you don't know, right, if you haven't watched all those videos about tretinoin and retinol, they're both derivatives of vitamin A, and they're used in skincare for many things, but especially for their anti-aging properties. So incorporating this type of skincare product into your routine will make the biggest difference to your skin. It is the #1 product that you want to incorporate into your skin, other than sunscreen, I would say, that is going to actually give you big time change. So tretinoin, which is what I've been talking about a lot, it's a prescription only product. So it can be very difficult to get. And I understand that. I know a lot of you guys are very annoyed about that. In Canada, especially, it's quite hard to get because it's like impossible to get an appointment with a dermatologist. But the next best thing to use other than tretinoin is retinol. But retinol is also hard to navigate because there's so many different kinds. So it's like, what do you do? Where do you get it? And a lot of them are very, very, very expensive. A lot of the retinols, like you're looking at $150 plus, right? So I found one that is super affordable and effective, also from a Korean brand. And I had to slide it into this video because you guys, the questions are pouring in about retinol. This is the Advanced Retinol Pro Serum 0.5%. This does all the things that retinol does. So it improves skin texture and tone. It offers antioxidant protection. It helps control acne. But the benefit of this specific product, okay, this one from all the other ones, is that this one comes with less side effects, and that's because it has a stable formula and it also has a lot of soothing ingredients mixed in, okay? So it also has Centella asiatica, which we just talked about. It also has hyaluronic acid, it has ceramide, and it has beta glucan. So if you need a nighttime affordable retinol, if you have been using a retinol and it's irritating the heck out of your skin, then definitely try this one. I don't think you'll be disappointed with this product. This product is awesome. And the price is unbeatable. Phenomenal price, phenomenal product, and you'll see results from it. All right, let's move on to makeup. Are you guys ready for your minds to be blown? So I have discovered a new product, okay? It's called Wonderskin. I don't know if I'm the last of this party. I don't know, but they sent me PR and I was like, what? These are so good. These are so good. So this is called Wonderblading Brow Stain and Go. And what this is, it's actually a brow stain. It stains the skin around your brows and it makes your brows look more defined and fuller for 48 hours. So it's almost like, you know how people get the brow tattoos, like the powder ombre and the nano blading and all that stuff. So this is kind of a DIY version that's not permanent. And I love that so much, especially for the summer, because basically what you're doing is you're defining your brows so that when you want to wear less makeup in the summer, because say it's really super hot and humid, or you want to speed up your makeup application time, you can do this at night before you go to bed, wipe it away, sleep. The next morning, you don't have to do your brows. You can just do like a clear brow gel on them or brow mascara or nothing at all if you don't want to, and they'll look really nice and defined for 48 hours. Something else that I love about this is that I don't find it too aggressive. When I first got it in the mail and I tried it, I was a little bit scared because when you first put it on, you're like, holy smokes, this is dark. And I was scared that if I made the tiniest mistake, it would stain my skin and then like, that's it, you know, you're kind of screwed. You have like crazy Angry Bird brows for, 2 days, but that's not the case. Like this is a gentle stain. This is a great product for like a makeup beginner or someone who's not super into makeup. They want some definition, but they maybe don't have like crazy precision, or they don't want something too intense and aggressive that you then have to balance the makeup around. Like when your brows are really dark, you have to do other things with your makeup to balance it. This is not gonna give you that. It's gonna give you your brows, but more defined. Your brows, but better. Now for demonstration purposes, I only did one brow to show you guys the difference. So check out the difference here between the brow I did and the brow that I didn't touch at all. Along the same lines, also by Wonderskin, this is probably one of my ultimate favorite products of the moment. Very innovative, very cool. I'm like living for this right now, and it is the Wonderblading Lip Mask. It's a stain that stays on the lips for 10 hours. So what you wanna do is you wanna apply it on your lips like a mask, okay? The way that I like doing it is I like doing the outside of my lips first. I like to create a border so that's nice and perfect, right? Have that Q-tip and that alcohol ready in case you make a mistake. And then when I have my border even and perfect, I fill in the rest of my lips. Now it says to leave this on for 10 to 30 seconds and then you wipe it away with a cloth, right? With a damp cloth, and you'll notice that you'll get that beautiful flush of color to the lips. This comes in tons of different colors too. So check out the website. You can find a color that works for you. Some are bolder than others, but they're all beautiful. I've tried so many different ones and I really, really like all of them. Now, the thing that I wanna tell you guys about this that makes it also very different is that it is buildable. So you can get bolder effects if you want. So you can make it like a really subtle flush it color if you're a more natural girl, but you can make it much bolder, like a full-blown lipstick if you are like me and you love all of the things, right? If you love all of the things, you can make it really nice and bold. And the way that you can do that is in two ways. You can leave this on longer. The longer you leave it on your lips, the bolder the color, and you can also build it up with applications. So what I did to get this color is I put it on, I left it on for 2 minutes, I wiped it away, I put it on again, I left it on for 2 minutes, I wiped it away. So that gave me a really nice pigmented lip, but it's up to you how much you build it or don't. This is so great for the summer because again, all you have to do now is just top it up with a clear lip gloss, right? And you are golden. You can go to the beach, you can go swimming, you have a beautiful lip color on, you have your brows on, you know, it's like a no fuss makeup look. And you can do both of these before bed if you want. Wake up and like, all you need is a skin tint and mascara and maybe a little blush. Maybe powder if you're as high maintenance as me, and then that's it, and then you're good, okay? Speaking of a skin tint, let's talk about this one next. This is the Chanel Le Beige Waterfresh Complexion Touch. This is a summer staple for me, okay? I think this is such a beautiful product. Very expensive product, but I have never seen anything like it before. I've used a bajillion. I mean, I've used like everything. I test everything for a living, right? People send me a lot of things. I've tried it all. This is very different. This is a very, very different type of product. I bought this with my own money and I love it. And I will rebuy it when I run out of it. I use it. This is my summer staple for sure. So this is really lightweight. It has a gel texture unlike anything that you've ever seen before. It leaves your skin looking luminous and plumped, but also skin-like, okay? It's like an airbrushed skin-like luminosity, which is very different. It's your skin, but better, right? Like a lot of these other products, it's your face, just better. This is really cool. They say it has a medium coverage on the website. Okay, if you go to the website and you read it, it says it's medium coverage. That is absolutely false. This is sheer coverage at best, okay? At best, but it's still one of my favorite summertime complexion products because I just want sheer coverage in the summer. Okay, the next product is another lip product that I want to talk about. And I'm very proud to talk about this because this was created by a dear friend of mine, Allie Glines. You guys, Allie Glines was at the Creator House. She is a doll of a human. I didn't get to film with her. We didn't have time and I didn't get to spend a ton of time with her, but the time that I did spend with her, she left quite the impression on me. She is not only very beautiful, you know, not that that even matters, right? Your genetics don't really matter, but she is beautiful on the inside where it actually does matter. She created her own line of products and they're called Ravie Beauty. If you guys don't watch Allie, you gotta head over to her channel after this. Tell her that I sent you. She's made over 1,000 videos, okay? She has tested thousands and thousands and thousands of products and she came up with her own very perfect lip product. This is the product that she wished was on the market that isn't. And the really cool thing about this, and I think the reason you guys are gonna love it, is it's a hybrid between a lip balm and a lipstick. So it's very easy to use, but it's also extremely comfortable to use. These are the lipsticks that I stick in my purse. You know, when you don't have a lip liner, when you don't have a mirror, you can just go ahead and just apply it really quickly and easily. And it feels exactly like a lip balm. But the really cool thing about it is that this is buildable. So you can get very soft coverage if you do one coat, and I'll show you guys that in some B-rolls. But you can also get very full coverage, almost like a full-blown lipstick if you build it up. And I think that is so cool. I think it's so cool. You know, so many foundations are buildable. You can get medium to full coverage, but lipsticks I don't find are always that way, you know, and this one is. All right, I'm ready to get roasted for this one. I'm ready, come after me. This is the Oribe Gold Lust Repair and Restore Shampoo and Conditioner and the Texturizing Spray, which is here, but I think I dropped it somewhere, but it's here. Oribe was a celebrity hairstylist, in case you guys didn't know. And he was known for giving that big supermodel hair, and his products are phenomenal. okay? They provide UV protection, which is one of the reasons I put it in this list. That's really great for the summer months. And this brand is also known for its biorestorative complex, okay? Big word, it just means that it balances the scalp and reinforces the inner strength of each strand. This is completely safe to use on all hair types. It's especially good for color treated or very damaged hair. It's even safe to use on keratin treated hair. It's rare to find a shampoo that's not specifically made for keratin hair that is safe for keratin hair. This is the texturizing spray from this brand also. It's amazing because it provides incredible amounts of volume and texture, but it also absorbs oil at the root like a dry shampoo does, okay? Without leaving a powdery texture. So it's kind of like a 2-in-1 texture, dry shampoo spray. It's beautiful. Oribe products are super damn expensive, right? But if you are the type of person that prioritizes your hair, they are phenomenal. Another product I want to show you guys for hair that's very different. Now this one's a lot more kind of unique, something that I'm sure you haven't seen before. It's the Captain Blankenship Golden Shimmer Sea Salt Spray. Sea salt sprays are used to give a beachy texture to hair, and it can be used on straight, wavy, or curly hair. It doesn't just have to be used on texture hair, okay? You can also use it on dry hair or wet hair. So if I'm going to the beach or I'm spending the day at the pool and I'm letting my hair air dry, I usually apply it on my wet hair, then I scrunch it and I let it air dry so it looks tousled. So basically what this does, you know when you go swimming in the ocean and you come out and your hair air dries and it's like got all this crazy movement and texture that you never knew you had? Salt spray is that movement and texture. It's the ocean in a bottle. Now the really unique thing about this one is that this one has golden shimmer in it. So it has some particles in here that are shimmery. But before we get into that, I want to tell you guys something else. Okay, I also want to talk about it if you have straight hair, because I know a lot of my straight hair sisters are like, but I have straight hair, it doesn't work. Okay, so if you have straight hair, this is what you want to do. After you shower, you can actually spray salt spray into your hair. You can braid your hair and let it dry overnight and then release it. And then you'll also get that same really textured beachy wave that you won't get if you don't use like a salt spray. Or another way to use it, and how I used it today, you can totally heat style it and then you can spray it after, okay? And then scrunch it in. And that again is gonna give you like this really lived in vibe, this really gritty feeling, you know, where the hair doesn't feel too clean, and it also helps with hold, which is really, really cool. There are so many sea salt sprays on the market. There's so many, right? You can go down the sea salt spray rabbit hole, but I think what's really cool about this one is that it has glitter. Like how fun is this for the summer? And the glitter isn't obnoxious. I have it in my hair right now. They're really fine little particles of glitter. So when you're in the sun, when you're in the beach, you know, when you're walking around, you'll see it kind of glisten, but it's not like, glitter, you know? Anyone can use this, you know, even if you are 70 years old and you're a glamma, then you can still use this. It's not aggressive. It's not super over the top shiny. It's just these little bursts of light, which is just fun. It's fun, right? It's summer. You can have fun in the summer. I have one more. So this is probably one that you've seen on my channel. So I'm sorry for repeating it. I wanted these to all be really unique, but this is a really good product for the summer. So I had to say it, okay? So celebrity hairstylist Chris Appleton made this product. It's Color Wow Dreamcoat Supernatural Spray. This is a mini keratin treatment. This is always described as a raincoat for your hair because it forms an invisible matrix that acts like a water repellent raincoat. So it blocks humidity to prevent frizz, and it just leaves your hair looking really silky, supple, and glossy, and it doesn't let the humidity or the water droplets get in. So the way that this works is that it requires blow drying with tension to activate. I've heard so many people say this, and I've read so many comments even on my channel when I've talked about it, that they bought it and it didn't work. It's because it's heat activated. If you spray this in, let your hair air dry, it's not gonna do a damn thing except for waste your money. Okay, you have to activate it with heat. So what you wanna do is you wanna shampoo, condition, lightly towel dry to remove extra moisture. Then you divide your hair into sections. You need to spray each section completely so that it's completely saturated in the product. So you're gonna go through quite a bit of it, okay? And then you don't want to apply any other styling products. And then you can blow dry the hair with tension and then flat iron the hair, and then it's going to work, and it's going to work amazingly well. But this is a little bit of a process. If you're not good at styling your hair, I don't recommend getting it because you might not even be able to use it in a way that it's going to do anything, and it is expensive. But if you are good at drying your hair, you know, blow drying your hair, straightening your hair, then you might really love it. It will completely take the frizz out. I actually did a video, I think last year, where I used this on half my head and I didn't use it on half my head, and then I stood in the shower with really, really hot water, like away from the water, but in the humidity and the heat. And one side of my head got super crazy frizzy, and the other side of my head, you know, stayed exactly the same as when it was blow dried. So this works, but it's a lot of work to put it in. Before you go, I just want to let you know that we have started a newsletter here, okay? The newsletters have graphics, have explanations, have links to products. We're doing giveaways, tons of newsletter giveaways. We're doing all sorts of really cool stuff on there. So I'm gonna leave a link to where you can sign up to the mailing list in the pinned comment below. I'd really love to have you as a part of that. So if you do sign up for it, leave me a comment and let me know so that we can, you know, virtually hug it out. This video's over.